What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Glass Garage, where we make detailing simple. My name's Zach, and today I have something special for you guys. So this vehicle is coming back again to get a ceramic coating redone on it. It did get the DIY detail 5-year ceramic coating, and the problem isn't that the coating failed. The problem is that his brother used improper washing techniques and swirled up the entire vehicle with a lot of swirls and scratches. I told the owner it's not needed, but if that's really something that he truly, it's bugging him, just to go ahead and we will go ahead and recoat the vehicle. So that's what the customer is paying for. But all in all, it is still performing nicely. We did the wheels and tires off camera, but I'm gonna go ahead and spray this side so you can see. So as I spray, look at the beading of this. By the way, I haven't seen this vehicle since I coated it in May. So this goes to show that this is what a ceramic coating is supposed to do. We're talking about 5 months in. I haven't seen it since it came for its free wash after the initial coating. And this is what it is doing. It's beading. Let me bring you in. Look at the difference. Nothing was coated ever on the side windshields. All he does is a basic rinseless wash, and that's it. That's the DIY detail 5-year ceramic coating. Over here is slightly clogged, but they're still beading, as you can see. And the vehicle is dirty, it's not clean. That's why it's like that. So we're going to use the Incredible Suds, which is already foamed up right over here on the side. And we're just gonna do the contact wash. That's it, so let's get started with that. See here, I just foamed up the vehicle with Owner's Pride Grime, doing an APC rinse on this before we do the contact wash. That way we remove all that dirt and grime. And then from there, we're gonna use Incredible Suds to do the contact wash. And yeah, so that's about it. Let's see if the coating is dead. After this, I'm not gonna name any names, but my recent videos, watch those videos and you'll probably see what I mean. But trust me, I've dealt with many coatings before, and this is just proof right here. It's since May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. We're talking about 7 months in, and it's still performing amazingly well. All right, so the contact wash is done. My wife's just doing the last half of the roof, but that's it. Let's rinse off and see how the hydrophobics is. Right away, once we remove that film of the soap, look at that. Look at that quick beading. Quick beading. It's beading. It's beading. Just look at that. Look at it, bro. Seven months. 7 months. Don't mean to brag, but I've applied over like 10 different companies of ceramic coatings. So for some people that sit there in the comments saying, oh, you need to do this, you need to do that, for a 2-week coating, I'm not supposed to do anything. This is 7 months in. There's literally no contamination on this paint. Hear the paint. Don't hear anything. But we're doing this because we have to remove any minuscule iron or stuff that have been accumulated on the coating in the past 7 months. This DIY detail ceramic coating is just fantastic. I have nothing bad to say about this coating as of yet. So here I am applying the DIY detail water spot remover, and the reason for this is to remove any minerals that's possibly clogging the coating or the pores of the paint, as well for the simple fact that this is just a cheap insurance. As a business, it's only going to take me an extra 15 minutes to just apply the water spot remover, remove any minerals that's really stuck on the coating, and I'm pretty sure that it did not even go to the clear coat. But all in all, this is just cheap insurance. It takes an extra 10 minutes and make sure that I cover all my bases, and then from here we just polish the vehicle. Once we're done applying the water spot remover and we're ready to rinse off, you can even see that the coating is even sheeting and beading a lot quicker than what it was even with the regular wash. Nothing is sticking, nothing wants to stick. And yeah, from here, like I said, it's just simple as that. Cheap insurance and ready to polish the paint. That way we're not digging those minerals deeper into the paint while polishing. Alright, so let's take a look at the condition of the paint. And as you can see, swirls, scratches, this is normal. It would happen over time, but of course, as you can see, it is very excessive, and this is what the owner does not want. So we will polish those out and give them a nicer finish. All in all, the protection is of course still there. It's still beading, it's still sheeting like crazy, but this is what the owner is referring to. So with an improper wash that his brother did, this is what can happen. And I told him it's normal, but this is really what's bugging them. So we will take care of it for him. But all in all, there's nothing wrong with the protection, and we will polish the rest. As you can see, look how glossy the paint is. Freaking insane. This 5-year ceramic coating from DIY is just fire. But let's get started. Alright, so what will we be using? We will be trying out first the gold standard polish with the waffle pad. See if we can remove these imperfections here on this strip, and see if 3 to 4 section passes work. This should remove the coating, and my pad is already damp. I forgot to spray this, and that's it. Ready to polish. And I'm just gonna do this strip just because you can see it better, but let's just polish right away. All right, so we did about 4 to 5 section passes right here. And let's just remove the polish residue and see if we had any good correction. And with this one step, this is definitely on the softer side of the paint. But all in all, as we remove the polish, it's a very nice correction. We're gonna go for perfection? No, but it's definitely better than that compared to all of those swirls right there. So that's what we'll do, 4 to 5 section passes with the gold standard polish and the waffle pad, and we have this result. Alright everyone, so this is how the entire vehicle looks after we washed it, cleaned it, polished it. Look, night and day difference. Did we go for paint perfection? No, we did not. There's still some slight swirls and scratches on there, but we've improved the scratches and swirls by at least, 65-70%. So my wife is doing the final panel preps on the roof, but all in all, everything else is already panel prepped. And let's get started by applying the 5-year ceramic coating again. For the wheels, I use quick beads, and for the tires, I use the Drive Auto Appearance tire and trim gel. So let's get started with the coating process. I use the 5-year ceramic coating, same coating that we've applied beforehand. I gotta go get some leveling towels, but first, what you want to do is prime your pad as such. That should be enough. And it is about 45 degrees out here, so this will definitely take much longer to flash, but will be done a lot quicker or coat a larger area, if that makes sense. So let's just apply this onto the paint, and that's about it. I may just coat the entire hood and level off the entire hood and just do that. Then I'll be able to do one half of the car and my wife will do the other half of the car. So we should literally be done coating this in 15 minutes. The work time of the DIY detail 5-year is fantastic. Very easy to use. I applied a lot because I did prime the pad. And since the pad was primed, a lot will be dispersed. So once you get even coverage, you can move along and do the other half. Now, since we primed the pad, it's only about 3 to 4 drops, nothing excessive. It should be enough to do this area right here. You can box your corners as such. That way, all you really got to focus on is circular motions inside that box. And we could leave the coating on there for about 5 minutes. It is just fine. It'll level off just fine. And that's it. So it's simple as that. Nothing to it. So as of right now, just let it sit for about 5 minutes. I'm 3 minutes in since I've applied it on the left side, what my camera says. But all in all, I'll level this off in 5 minutes. I will see you once the vehicle is coated entirely, and we'll talk about this more on the outro. All right, everyone, so deja vu is complete. And what do I mean about deja vu is we reapplied the 5-year ceramic coating on this Subaru because his brother, had a little incident of not actually using the proper wash techniques and then scratch and swirl the vehicle. So he really wanted to go ahead and correct it, and that's what we ended up doing for him. Now, furthermore, let's just talk about the products so we can just run down everything that was used. For the wheels and tires, to go ahead and clean, we use Owner's Pride Grime with a little bit of NB to give it a little bit of lubrication, and we clean the wheels and tires with that. And we also use that as an APC rinse to unclog and really clean the pores of the paint, even though, as you guys saw, there was so much beading even while it was dirty. That's how a ceramic coating should perform at all times. Anyways, for the wheels and tires, after we're done, we applied quick beads to give it a little bit of protection. And then as the dressing, we use the Drive Automotive Appearance tire and trim gel. And of course, we decontaminated with the DIY detail iron remover. We used incredible suds. We used the DIY detail water spot remover. And once all that was done, we went ahead and used the gold standard polish. And quick update, we ended up using the DIY detail wool pad instead. It gave a little bit better correction capabilities, and we removed about 65 to 70% of the scratches and swirls that was on the paint, and it just made it that much better. And the other thing I really enjoy using is Peleus panel prep. It's just so weird on how it's super slick, and then after 15-20 minutes it just turns, you know, I don't know, it just turns like grabby, like the lubrication is there so you don't scratch or mar the paint, and then it just turns grabby and sticky after 5 to 10 minutes. So when you're ready to coat, you're coating on a pure virgin paint. So all in all the products will be down below in the description for you guys to order. If you guys want 10% off any DIY products, use code DMS at checkout for 10% off. And all in all, these are the results. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.